Have you ever wondered how the value of goods and services is determined in the marketplace? It's a fascinating enigma, isn't it? The value of a product or service is not necessarily its cost or its price. It's actually a subjective perception, determined by what a customer is willing to pay for it. Let's take a cup of coffee, for instance. You could buy a simple cup for just $1 at your local diner, or you could splurge on a fancy $5 latte at a high-end cafe. The coffee beans might cost the same, the brewing process might be similar, but the value you perceive in that latte makes you willing to pay 5 times more. Or, think about your smartphone. What makes you choose one brand over another, even if the specs are almost identical? That's right, it's the perceived value. So, understanding the value is like understanding your customer's mind, and that's where the magic of pricing begins. Now that we know how value is determined, let's dive into the art of pricing. Pricing is the artistry of business. It's not just about covering costs or making profits. It's a method of communicating the value of a product or service to the customer. There are several strategies to consider. First, we have cost plus pricing. This is when you take the cost of making a product and add a margin for profit. Imagine you're running a clothing store and the cost of a shirt is $10. You might decide to price it at $20, leaving a $10 margin. Then there's competitive pricing. This is when you price your product based on what competitors are charging. Taking the same clothing store example, if all other stores are selling similar shirts for $15, you might decide to price yours at $14 to gain a competitive edge. Lastly, we have value-based pricing. This is when you price a product based on its perceived value rather than its actual cost. Consider a new tech gadget that offers unique features not available in the market. You might price it higher because of its unique value, even if the manufacturing cost isn't that high. Therefore, pricing is not just about covering costs and making a profit. It's a powerful tool to communicate value to your customers. So, we've unraveled the mystery behind value determination and pricing in the marketplace. We've seen how the total value of goods and services, or gross domestic product, provides a snapshot of an economy's health. Yet, it doesn't capture everything, like unpaid domestic labor or the sales of used items. We've also learned how pricing strategies, not just in local businesses, but also in macroeconomic contexts, play a critical role in communicating this value. We discussed the importance of understanding customer perceived value and how different pricing strategies can be used to reinforce it. Whether it's through cost-based, value-based, or competitor-based pricing, the key is to ensure your product's price reflects its value in the eyes of your customers. We also touched on the real-world implications of value and pricing, like the recent issues at Britain's Dover port, showing how external factors can impact the value of goods, hence their pricing. Remember, understanding your customer and using the right pricing strategy can be the key to your business success. For a deeper dive into this topic, contact us for a guide and resourceful training on how best to use value and pricing concept. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow for more information. Stay tuned for more insights.